Hey everybody, today we're gonna grill marinated, lean, antibiotic-free chicken breasts with some delicious seasonal asparagus. So stick around and let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Cooking for Wellness at NYU Langone Health. We are excited to introduce a very special guest from NYU Langone Orthopedic Hospital, Professor and Chair of Orthopedic Surgery, Dr. Joseph Zuckerman. Dr. Zuckerman, thank you for joining us.
Well, Jeff, thank you very much for inviting me. This is a big deal and I'm thrilled to be here. Besides, I really like to eat chicken breasts.
Nice. Working with Dr. Zuckerman, we wanted to create a recipe designed to promote muscle growth, healthy bones, tendons, and ligaments. We wanted an overall theme of mobility and recovery in a physical sense. We focused on protein and zinc for muscle development, calcium and vitamin D for bone health, and vitamin C for connective tissue and overall immune health. We also decided to bring it to the grill since summer is right around the corner. So we're gonna grill some marinated, lean, antibiotic-free chicken breast with some delicious seasonal asparagus. Chicken breasts are a great source of lean protein, but when overcooked can end up very dry. So by utilizing a tenderizing marinade, you'll have much better luck. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get started on our marinade. So we have a bowl here. So this marinade is very specific. We're using the juice of a pineapple. So there's an enzyme in a pineapple called bromelain that it actually breaks down the protein in the meat. It's very similar to the lactic acid we've used before on Cooking for Wellness in yogurt marinades. This will tenderize and break down meats very rapidly. It also is very flavorful and it tastes fantastic.
Well, bromelain also has some anti-inflammatory properties. It has a beneficial side effect, and it's actually been used as a supplement to try and decrease inflammation. Some people think it helps in osteoarthritis. Some of these are not necessarily proven, but it does have some medicinal effects as well.
Yeah, it's really interesting because I did a lot of research leading up to today and saw all kinds of things as it being used as a dietary supplement. So let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add 2 cups of pineapple juice. So we actually pureed pineapple right in the blender. So that's the whole thing right there. So we got some low sodium soy sauce. Add that right to the bowl. We got some honey. So we have a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Use some crushed garlic. We just take the clove, remove the peel and just simply crush it on the board.
Now, Jeff, this is a step-by-step process, which pretty much reminds me of what we do in the operating room.
I love it. Some fresh ginger root, really flavorful, a little bit of heat, has some cloves.
I always wanted to know what cloves were, right? Now I actually know.
There you go.
Right.
Cloves remind me of Christmas. I mean, it's not the smell. A little bit of olive oil, just extra virgin olive oil. Gonna whisk that together. So this marinade it's unique, I gotta say, because the pineapple enzyme it works so rapidly that you really can't let the meat sit in over an hour. You're talking 30 to 60 minutes and you are ready to go. So we got some delicious farmer's market asparagus, peak season right now, one of my favorite spring vegetables. So much nutrients, vitamins A, C, E, and K. Dr. Zuckerman, isn't there something specific with vitamin K in the asparagus?
So asparagus is known to be high in vitamin K. Now, vitamin K is a vitamin that our body uses in our coagulation sequence, which is blood clotting. So it helps our body maintain the blood clotting mechanism. However, there are patients, for a variety of reasons, that may be on blood thinners. They want to prevent the blood clotting sequence.
Sure.
So those patients probably need to be somewhat careful on how much asparagus they eat, because it could interfere with the medical treatment that is trying to prevent clotting from occurring.
Of course. So let's just prep this and get it ready to grill. Normally you're gonna take off about 25% off the bottom. You gotta kind of just gauge for the size. A lot of people will just break off where it feels like it'll snap, but this often takes too much off the bottom. So that's why we use a knife. So if we use a knife and we just remove that fibrous end, we get a little bit better yield than snapping.
Yeah, plus I would say in orthopedic surgery, breaking something is not really what we want to do. We like to have patients come to us having broken something.
How important is diet and nutrition when recovering from an orthopedic procedure?
Well, Jeff, it's very important because the body needs energy to go through the whole healing process after an operation. Now, when we think about energy, we think about, are we tired or are we not tired? But that's energy is produced through metabolic processes in the body. So we need energy to just get through our normal day. When you're recovering from surgery, wherever that incision may be, wherever that operation was, that body is focusing its metabolic energy there for the healing process.
Even more than normal.
Even more so. So if we don't provide it with important sources of energy, it's going to try and take the sources of energy from what we already have. It may break down protein that we have in muscle. It may use our own stores of carbohydrates. So we have to provide it with enough food as a source of energy so they can go through the whole healing process in a reasonable way that's additive to their overall health.
Okay, so we're ready to get started on the grill. Oiled it up, brushed it nice and clean. So our chicken has been marinating for just under an hour, about 45 minutes. We seasoned it up with a little bit of salt and pepper. We're gonna get this guys on the grill. Another benefit to this marinade, they cook a lot quicker. Yeah, because that protein is actually starting to coagulate already. Got our asparagus. Let's get these lemons right over here.
I think this looks great.
Looking good.
Great. I want my grill to look like this when I make it. So what's the timing on this?
It should be about 3 to 5 minutes on each side for the chicken.
Okay, and the asparagus?
Pretty quick, especially the thinner pieces. You know, you take it off the grill and you put it on a platter, it'll actually keep steaming, especially if it's put together in much. So I hate mushy asparagus. I like a little bit of snap to it.
So you have to rotate the asparagus?
Yeah, you just kind of do your best to kind of move it around. I think the purple ones are ready. Which looks like we can just about start to flip that chicken too. Looking good, huh?
Yep.
Not sticking?
No, not particularly.
Nice. I would say as we start to finish up, I like to move things to a little bit,
grill, right?
Yeah, more of the ambient area of the grill, so it's not as aggressive.
How are we doing with the lemons? Should we take
Take a look.
That's
Great.
good, right?
Beautiful.
Okay.
So there you have it. Quick and easy, delicious, flavorful, high protein, nutrient dense, delicious summer barbecue. What do you think?
I think it looks great, and I'm having a little trouble really understanding that I had some role in this. It looks so great. All right.
Let's bring it up. Beautiful.
A masterpiece.
Dr. Zuckerman, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, Jeff, thank you for inviting me. You know, I spent the last 35 years in an operating room operating on patients. I consider this your operating room. So I want to thank you for inviting me to be part of it.
That's the best compliment I've ever got. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more episodes, check out the Cooking for Wellness playlist on NYU Langone Health's YouTube channel.